Welcome back to Bears News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting Chicago Bears updates every single day. Today, we're diving into a sizzling offseason rumor that could reshape Chicago's defense. Could veteran linebacker De'Vondre Campbell be on his way to Halas Hall? The Chicago Bears have quietly built the most complete roster we've seen since Ryan Poles took over, and there's genuine optimism around Halas Hall that, with Caleb Williams entering year 2 under first-year head coach Ben Johnson, the Bears could break their playoff drought and win meaningful January football. Yet, amid all the offseason moves, retooling the offensive line, adding pass catchers, even reinforcing the secondary, one glaring hole remains: the lack of a proven third linebacker. Jack Sanborn, the team's number 3 backer last season, is now in Dallas, leaving only TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds ahead of untested rookies and special teams types. With Ruben Hippolyte II, the 4th-round pick, thrust into immediate LB3 conversations, and Eamon Ogbongbemiga and Noah Sewell likely pushed to the fringe, ESPN's Aaron Schatz argues that the Bears can't afford to gamble on unproven youth at a position that demands both physicality and instinct. The ideal solution? A veteran who can step in day one, patrol the middle, make calls at the line, and mentor the youngsters through every drill. That veteran could very well be De'Vondre Campbell. Campbell, a former Pro Bowler and defensive captain in Atlanta, checks every box. He brings sideline-to-sideline range, run-stopping grit, and enough coverage savvy to blanket tight ends on crucial third downs. During his 8 seasons with the Falcons, he averaged over 110 tackles per year and was routinely lauded for his leadership and durability, qualities this rising Bears defense sorely needs. Imagine Campbell arriving in suburban Chicago. His presence would allow Dennis Allen to deploy Tremaine Edmonds as a pure pass rusher on obvious blitz downs, while TJ Edwards slides to WLB and Campbell commands the Mike spot with true feel for the game. The free agent market this spring has been thin at linebacker, with only a handful of quality veterans available. Names like C.J. Mosley and Shaq Thompson have been mentioned, but both carry question marks: Mosley's knee history and Thompson's age. Campbell, at 30, sits squarely in his defensive prime. His per-snap PFF coverage grade ranked in the top 15% among linebackers last season, and his run-stop win rate placed him among the top dozen edge-to-edge defenders. Best of all, his cap hit for 2025 could be contained to a 1-year deal, around $8 million fully guaranteed, giving Poles and Pelinka the financial flexibility to address other needs later in the summer. Behind the scenes, league sources say the Bears have already had preliminary conversations with Campbell's representatives. Discussions reportedly focused on Chicago's aggressive defensive scheme under Allen and the promise of playing alongside. A historic offense centered on Williams. Word is that Campbell was intrigued by the chance to join a team on the rise, rather than signing with a veteran squad purely for consolation playoff games. He sees an opportunity in Chicago to help shape a young core, an opportunity he relishes, having been vocal about wanting to compete for a title, not just to collect another Pro Bowl nod. If Campbell were to agree to terms, expect the Bears to immediately shift their draft and training camp priorities. The linebackers' meeting room would gain an on-field teacher whose expertise spans coverage calls, gap fits, and blitz timing. Hippolyte and Sewell could focus on refining technique and special teams roles, while Campbell holds down every snap and turns one of football's most critical positions from a weakness into a strength. And perhaps most importantly, with Campbell commanding respect in the locker room, a culture of accountability and play every snap like it's your last would emerge, precisely the kind of edge that can carry a team through January into February. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Chicago's potential linebacker makeover, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think De'Vondre Campbell is the missing piece for this defense. Now, let's imagine the headlines if Campbell truly signs with the Bears. Chicago adds proven leader to LB room, or Campbell brings playoff pedigree to Halas Hall. Beyond the on-field impact, this move would send a message throughout the league. The Bears aren't content to tread water. They're gunning for playoff success and championship contention. In practice, you'd see a fluid rotation where Campbell takes the bulk of the snaps on early downs, allowing Edmonds to unleash heat from the slot and Edwards to roam free in sub-packages. In critical third and short spots, Allen could dial up more creative blitzes, confident that Campbell's veteran instincts will plug any unexpected gaps. Financially, the one-year, $8 million deal provides Detroit with cap breathing room. It keeps the door open for a mid-season acquisition if another need emerges, or allows them to extend young stars like Hippolyte or Justin Jones in 2026. For Campbell, it's a win-win. He lands in a defense built for speed and aggression, surrounded by rising talents with a coaching staff led by Dennis Allen that emphasizes versatility and pressure packages. It's the perfect showcase for Campbell to bolster his resume before hitting free agency again. Of course, nothing is guaranteed until the ink dries. We could see rival suitors, teams like the Titans or Vikings, enter the mix, dangling multi-year offers. But sources whisper that Detroit's commitment to winning, paired with the chance to mentor under-the-radar rookies, gives Chicago a compelling edge. Picture Campbell in his first meeting with the defense, drawing up schemes, breaking down tape, and instantly commanding respect. That kind of cultural infusion can't be overstated. It ripples through every position group, raising standards and sharpening focus. So, is Devondre Campbell really marching to Soldier Field in a Navy and orange jersey come week 1? Or is this just a tantalizing off-season fantasy? Personally, I believe Poles and Allen make this bold splash. They know that in today's NFL, defenses win championships, and a leader like Campbell could be the catalyst that turns close losses into wins. If I'm placing bets, I wouldn't be surprised to see his name on the initial depth chart, listed ahead of several young hopefuls. But what do you think? Will the Bears land Campbell and solve their linebacker quandary? Or will they stick with youth and internal development? I can't wait to read your predictions and debates in the comments. Thanks for tuning in to Bears News Fan Report. Until next time, bear down.